Welcome everyone, this is Troman90, and this is the SoulCalibur 6 Weapon Compodium about Cassandra Alexandra's weapons. Original Owl Shield and Omega Sword. A sword and shield said to have been created by the ancient Greek god of smithing himself, Hephaestus or Hephaestus. Those he bestowed the sword and shield upon would receive the protection of the gods, allowing them to fight like the heroes of old. The items may be battle-worn, but proper repairs and maintenance have kept them as strong as ever. However, it appears someone has taken them from the shrine where they rested. That would be Cassandra, of course. To seek out her sister, who was trying to seek out fragments of Soul Edge. This game is set roughly in between 1 or 2, but character design kind of makes it seem like it's between 2 and 3. So, that is interesting. Now to the Fireblade. Another one of Cassandra's weapons. These all will be Cassandra's weapons that I'll be reviewing in this video. A mysterious sword that grows hotter the more enraged its wielder gets, allowing for strikes that sear the opponent's flesh. Lesser warriors have mentioned burning their hands after becoming overly agitated. If these claims are true, it would be best to avoid using this sword if you are an assassin or fighting on behalf of another. Just what Cassandra would be doing. Now, these weapons in story mode of SoulCalibur 2 did stuff that also was a mode in a different game mode than that they also would do stuff in. So that's probably why these have backstories, because it's probably from other games. Hopefully SoulCalibur 6 will also have it. Perhaps it's in a single player. But I have not done much single player because Cassandra was not in the game. I was just doing arcade runs with Taki this whole time. Spineblade. A sword designed not just to cut, but to mangle its victims. The comb-shaped blade can deliver multiple painful cuts with one swipe that, even if non-fatal, will leave an opponent suffering long after the battle has ended. The talon-like blade can also cut straight through chainmail and arming doublets, defensive padding worn beneath armor, making it easier for the wielder to go in for the kill. I think that inflicted a bleed, if memory serves me right, in SoulCalibur 2. Darkblade. A long sword with a gleaming black blade. In days gone by, those who used this weapon to overthrow oppressors would leave it on the battlefield as a sign of their righteousness. Inspired by this, 16th century assassins used it to remind themselves they are just. The blade has been long bathed in poison and causes pain just by being touched, making the sword unfit to protect others. Yeah, did some poison or something. Baker's daughter. A rolling pin used to knead dough, paired with a basket for freshly baked bread. However, don't be fooled by their appearance. These everyday objects are deadly in the right hands. The rolling pin may be poorly balanced for use in combat, but if you are able to compensate for its design flaw, its weight and density make it a potent weapon. Meanwhile, the basket is perfectly useful as a shield to guard against weaker attacks. As with all tools, what is important is not what you use, but how you use it. You may just find that a mastery of everyday objects can lead you to victory in any battle. To put it in her... I think this was a joke weapon in SoulCalibur 4. Icicle. A sword and shield made by a skilled craftsman in the cold land of Karelia. I guess just say that Japanese so I don't know how it's actually pronounced. Its shining blade conjures up images of wintry battles in the northern lands. The sword's handle and the shield shape were no doubt designed to be easily gripped even by cold hands. And here was my favorite one in SoulCalibur 2, the Valkyrie. A holy sword and shield said to have been named after the warring maidens in the Nordic mythology. These weapons fill any who wield them with courage and overwhelming power. Should the wielder prove themselves to be honorable before meeting their demise, their soul will be called upon by the warring maidens, and they will continue to fight in the hereafter as an eternal warrior. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce these words, but let's go for it. Modified Namiya shield and Digama sword. A sword and shield made with divine metal supplied by the ancient Greek god of smithing, Hephaestus or Hephaestus. They say any devoted believer who would wield them would be granted the protection of the gods, judging by the amount of repairs made to them. These weapons have been wielded in some of the harshest of circumstances over a long period of time. And that does it for her weapons. Thank you so much for watching. May your story eternally be retold.